Is this the best waterfall in the UK? Well, listen, I'm no waterfall expert and I'm not going to decide, so you guys can decide. But what I am going to do for you is show you how to get here and where it is, and I'm going to detail all the little tips and tricks on what to do when you get here. But now, can we just appreciate the waterfall itself? Because I can't believe how close it is to where I live. It's absolutely fantastic. A hidden gem, one would say. So we have just arrived at Pistyll Rhaeadr. The parking is just behind me here. Now, the reason we've parked here and not the car park is apparently it is £10 to park right at the top near the waterfall. So just do the short walk instead and save yourself a tenner. Use that £10 at the cafe at the bottom for a nice coffee and cake. So, how do we get here? The postcode is just below here right now, and we'll post more details in the description. So as I mentioned at the start, if you park literally a 2-3 minute walk before the car park, you will save yourself £10. And I believe there's a cafe at the bottom, so, and let's face it, we're at an attraction here, so it's probably going to be a tenner for the coffee, so just save your pennies. So I was incorrect, it is £5. But like I say, we've been walking 2 minutes, literally just down here. The car's literally around here. Save yourself a fiver and park back there. What I would say is it is 8 o'clock in the morning right now, so there's already cars there. On days like today where it's completely clear, it's probably going to get busy very early, so get yourself up early if you want to save a fiver. If you're not a cheapskate like us, then just have the privilege of parking there. Someone has kindly drawn which way to go. So to the left, that's the base of the waterfall, right at the bottom just over there. But if you carry on straight up, that takes you to the top of the waterfall, just up that mountain, which we'll show you. But like I say, if these aren't here, left and right, just remember straight onto the top, left to the base. Pistyll Rhaeadr. Like I say, there is maps already, but it's quite an easy path to follow. So as soon as you go through the first gate, there is 2 options. I think you can go down here for a less steep route and slowly sort of go up an incline, or I think you can just go straight into a steep incline to get there quicker. That's what we think. What we'll do is we'll test the steep looking one and see if it works out.
You'll soon find out.
I tell you what, it's March the 1st and look at the weather. Now don't be fooled, it is -3 degrees, but it is absolutely glorious. This is my favourite sort of condition, this is. Slightly cold so you don't overheat walking, and beautifully clear skies. Sun slightly just above the hills in the background. Yeah, this is fantastic today. Bloody hell, I sound like Gary Barlow. So, to my right, that is the steeper route. If you look down here though, you can see how it's a slower, sort of gradual incline. We sort of pace through that because he's much fitter than me at the minute. But what I would say is, that's probably an easier route. This was quite slippy, there's water trickling down it as you can see, and it's still a bit muddy, so I'm gonna just go out on a whim here and say, much easier to follow the path straight after the gate. The steeper way, you'll be saving a bit of time, but it is a little bit steeper. Like I say, look, it looks beautifully sunny, nice sort of summerish looking day, but there's ice. There is still ice here, so it is -3 apparently. Just shows you how deceiving the UK weather and hiking is. So once you get to this gate, shortly after the steep bit, you'll see the gate if you look left. This is the way to the waterfall. You're coming back down on yourself. Yeah. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. I can hear the sound of the waves crashing down. Yeah, it's fairly slippy down here. Well, duh. We're at a waterfall. It's going to be wet. I don't know why I'm telling everyone that it's wet. But yeah, it's very slippy, muddy still. Like I say, don't be deceived by this beautiful sun behind us. It is still March, winterish conditions, ice all down here. So yeah, but anyway, we are getting close to the waterfall. So, Pistyll Rhaeadr, this is one of the 7 Welsh wonders. I didn't even know that there were 7 Welsh wonders, I'll be honest with you. So that's probably something I'm going to look into in the future, so we can sort of tick them off and see which is the best of the 7 Welsh wonders. It is 245 feet tall, this waterfall. So as well as the fabulous waterfall you have here, we are also in the Cadair range of mountains, so you can actually do a few decent hikes around here. You can start from the waterfall, go up and over, you can reach the Trig Point Cadair. Now we previously did that. We did it in June or July.
Oh, you got an average.
Yeah, and it's on our it's on our older videos from 2 years ago, and we got absolutely battered by the weather. It was crazy. It started off like this, sunny, you know, not as clear, but by the time we got to the top, we were absolutely battered. We didn't see a single soul in that mountain range. Yeah, good times. Well, so what I would say is, this video is probably going to look very sort of 4K, Instagrammy, beautiful, but please do remember, do not turn up in your Air Force Ones, because you can't tell from here, but that is just boggy water, there's ice, it's full of mud. So just because we've got some fantastically beautiful drone shots and some beautiful scenery here today, do not underestimate that we still are in March in the UK. It is still technically winter. The terrain is still extremely poor. So I wouldn't rock up in here in your night tech or whatever it is, tracksuit and Air Force Ones. Wear some sensible hiking gear. So we're on our way down to the base of the waterfall now. Heading back the same way we came up. You can get some beautiful views from sort of midway. So it's probably poor to show you from here, but the top of it's okay, bit steep, the ground's completely muddy, but if you just go to sort of the middle level, the second part of the waterfall, you can get right to the edge quite safely, it's quite close, and get some fantastic shots and fantastic views from there. And like I say, it's a very, very short walk up to, so it's not a strenuous 3-4 hour hike or anything like that. So we're on the way back down now. We're not going to be taking the steep path that we came up because obviously it's just full of water and boggy. We're going to be sensible for once in our lives and go down the sort of clearly touristy kind of path. I mean, definitely don't do that one. Go down this one, look at it. It just looks so much better. You actually get a better view of sort of like the valley and stuff, so. So 100% take the less steep route. It's just easier and it's a bit more pleasurable having a proper path. And like I said, the views are pretty good. It's another one of those hikes, you know, where you pretty much drive to the views, if that makes sense. So, you know, some hikes where you have to sort of walk an hour before you start to see anything good. I mean, this one, literally 4 minutes incline, and you got a pretty decent view. I mean, I say pretty decent, it's absolutely fantastic today. It's glorious. Oh God, I sound like Gary Barlow. It's embarrassing. I suppose I am 1 year older tomorrow. Yeah, you really can't get lost on this one. I mean, they've made it so simple for us. This is absolutely brilliant. Right, I'm not joking. I'm genuinely, this is not a joke and not for theatrics for YouTube, but the drone hit a branch just there. We've been searching for 40 minutes, the camera's soaked, trying to find where the drone is, and we found it. It's right under there, so I brought a towel because I thought, oh, if it's a nice day, we'll have a dip. It is freezing. It's all the way over there, you have to swim. I'm going to have to. I see that. Oh. Jesus. You're nowhere near it? No.
Kept using the camera to go in and out of the water, bringing the camera back up, reviewing the footage to accurately locate where the actual drone was.
So I'm shaking. Woo. I've been under the water, I'm freezing. We just come to the cafe to just grab a coffee, got to warm up and then try and get in there again. So I can see the drone, we know where it is. It's just getting under there to retrieve it. I tried to have my eyes and all I could see was bubbles. So we just need something to get it. All the drone footage is on there. So if you see drone footage in this video, we found the drone. But if you don't see drone footage in the video, it's because we couldn't get it. Whew.
So we've still not found the drone, but we need to warm up. Joe is absolutely freezing, but something very interesting. We came here 2 years ago and our original handle was Only Hikers, and they've kept up the sticker that we put up there 2 years ago. Crazy. We're going to have like a legend about us. There's so many people watching us. Yeah, so honestly, this is not for entertainment. Please never ever do this. The weather's -3 and the water is absolutely ice cold.
So yeah, in this video it shows me going back in to the water. I think this was my 4th attempt with using a broom just to try and stabilise myself because it was so slippy. We couldn't see to the bottom. There was jagged rocks everywhere, but the weather outside was about 1 degree, so you can just imagine how cold this water was, and it's moving water as well. So I just could not see anything. The bubbles was too much. It was that cold, it just took my breath away. My body was literally going into shock. I couldn't feel any part of my body at the time. But yeah, we tried to get it back, and I think even Pep tries after this as well.
Right, I've been in 4 times, unable to get it, so Pep here stepped up to the mark to see if he can do it. Oh man, it's so cold. Woo!
So after about my 4th or 5th attempt, Pep volunteers to go in to try and find it, but he quickly realises what I was saying, that the water was far too cold and it just takes your breath away and you can't think about anything other than getting out as quick as possible. So in the end, we just couldn't stay in the water for long enough to actually retrieve the drone. So if anybody is going to Pistyll Rhaeadr in the near future, and it is a nice day, yeah, by all means, get in there and retrieve the drone, but I don't know what kind of state it will be in.
Well, so because there wasn't any drone shots in this video, that means we were unable to get the drone. We knew where it was, we just couldn't see under the water, and it was just too far out of our reach. Oh, we have got like mild set hypothermia. We are freezing. It's like 1 degree outside. That water was horrific.
Yeah, I think I don't think there's any part of this video that you're gonna make you understand how bad that water is and the current coming down there. You can last no more than 40 seconds in there. Your whole body turns burning red. You feel like you're on fire in seconds in there. Joe went in 5-6 times, in, out, drying off. I went in once. I couldn't do any more than that. So absolutely kudos to him. Sad that we've lost the drone, all the footage. Yeah, but listen, we can't be doom and gloom. This place is incredible.
Yeah.
Pistyll Rhaeadr is incredible. It's just that what's going to be weird on this video is all the intro and hooks that we've all created, and then really it's going to be like the most disastrous video we've had. But really painful, knackered. That was brutal, absolutely brutal.
Get me in the warm. Catch you at the next one. So, quick update. This isn't the end of the film. I've just managed to find the cached versions of the drone shots on my phone. So hopefully, if the quality isn't great, it's because they're cached versions and they're just in HD rather than 4K. But it's better than nothing. So I hope you enjoyed the drone footage. Over and out. We'll see you at the next one.